We are going to see about Foundation Suite, just 10 minutes session. I'll quickly wind up with a lot of informations. So for any mission critical databases or applications, there are three major key points which needs to be considered as priority. The first one is business continuity. So all our data must be accurate, and all the migration needs to be validated, making sure that there are no data integrity issues post the migrations. The second one is continuous data flow. We need to have a monitoring tool where we can proactively monitor the replication of data across systems. And the third one is timely insights. Need an alerting mechanism in a timely manner to find out issues before it's impacting further. So to achieve all these three major points, we have Oracle GoldenGate Foundation Suite. This comprises of 4 products. The first one is Enterprise Manager plugin for GoldenGate. This is a plugin which needs to be deployed in EM, and we can monitor the GG instances like we monitor the DB instances from EM console, Enterprise Management Console. The second one is GoldenGate Monitor. It's a dedicated product for GoldenGate, wherein we can monitor and administer GoldenGate instances. The third one is GoldenGate Studio. It helps to design or architect solutions for Oracle GoldenGate logically without even having to know about GoldenGate details. And it also easily evolve a solution to support changing business needs. The final one is GoldenGate Veridata. It's a high-speed data comparison tool. And today, what we are going to see is all about these 2 products, Enterprise Manager plugin for GoldenGate and GoldenGate Veridata. So these are the different use cases for GoldenGate monitoring. Like you need to have a monitor, not only to monitor the GG instances which are running for the Oracle databases, but also for the heterogeneous environments, providing timely alerts and notifications, and email notifications certainly needs to be provided for us, which helps us to quickly identify the issue and resolve the issue before even it creates a major impact to the systems. Performing periodic health check is highly recommended, as it gives us more confidence before starting the business hours, right? So all these 3 points needs to be performed from one single place, which would be a centralized monitoring replication system. Let's see about Enterprise Manager plugin for GoldenGate. Enterprise Manager plugin for GoldenGate is a centralized monitoring solution for Oracle GoldenGate. Either it is in on-prem or cloud. You can use this product to monitor your GoldenGate instances. There's one page to quickly view the health of all your GoldenGate instances. Even the microservices instances can also be monitored, including the latest version of GoldenGate, which is 21C. You can create incidents on dozens of metrics. We have 30 plus built-in metrics available in Oracle Enterprise Manager plugin for GoldenGate. Not only monitoring the GoldenGate instances, but also you can perform certain operations or administrative tasks on the GoldenGate processes, like you can start the process, stop the process, or you can kill the process from the Enterprise Manager console. And also you can even modify the process parameter files. So it's not like you don't explicitly you want to log into the GG instance and then you can modify the process parameter file. So from the EM console itself, you can modify the process parameter files and dig into GoldenGate log files and configurations file like GGS error log, report file, discard file. It's not like only the current file will be can be viewed. You can view the history of files from the Enterprise Manager console, and also view the historical trends and statistics of all the GoldenGate processes. So many more features are available, which helps us to monitor the GoldenGate instances efficiently. Like I mentioned, there are 30 plus built-in metrics available in Enterprise Manager plugin for GoldenGate. Few I can say it, like you can monitor the status of the process, whether my process is up and running or not. You can monitor the latency of process. If you want to know the total number of operations which performed by each and every process, yeah, that can be seen from the console. If you want to know the process the time, last process time of process, or if you want to know when did my process checkpointed, right? Lastly, or total number of discards. So many metrics are available in Enterprise Manager console. This is how the EM console dashboard looks like. In this dashboard, we can see like what kind of GG instances are we monitoring. Like both the classic and microservices can be monitored over here, which you can see it in the screen. And what is the status of each and every process running in GoldenGate instances can be seen. The latency can be monitored. This really makes us to check if we are meeting the SLAs correctly. The roadmap of this product is currently we are working on the bug fixes based on the customer requirements, and in another next few weeks, a new patch is going to get released with a lot many of bug fixes. Coming to Oracle GoldenGate Veridata, Oracle GoldenGate Veridata plays a major role in the below use cases. You can see like the major thing is data migration. Data migration is not only between the databases, right? You can also migrate your data from database to a data lakehouse. Also, many customers started using like started migrating their data from on-prem to cloud. So Veridata plays a very major role over there. So once after the migration from on-prem to cloud, you need to ensure all your data is being migrated correctly or not, right? So you can use Veridata and you can run the comparison between the on-prem and cloud, and you can make sure all my data is migrated to the cloud without any issues, without any data integrity issues. So you can also generate data comparison reports and see if we are in line with the data compliance standards. Performing regular data comparison across systems are highly recommended. And also during the application upgrades, we run many DDL and DML operations, which will be given by the application team normally, right? So we need to make sure if these all the DDLs and DMLs, whatever we have run in the source side, have been replicated to the target side or not. So these are all the different use cases, various use cases wherein Veridata plays a major role. Now coming to Oracle GoldenGate Veridata, it is a data comparison tool between heterogeneous databases. Not only just compares, but also identifies the data mismatch and fixes it without impacting the ongoing business processes. So the Veridata works with or without real-time data replication. It means like it's not necessary you need to have any replication in place, or you need to have GoldenGate replication in place. So if you wish to compare data between source and target, yes, you can do that with using the Oracle GoldenGate Veridata. It creates very minimal impact to the system because there is no table locking at all whenever there is a comparison job runs, and the operations such as like data hashing, sorting, and comparison of data, right? Everything happens outside the database, and that's the reason why it makes Veridata to stand out with comparing to other products in the market. The roadmap and investments, what we have done for so far in the Veridata is like August. In the month of August 2022, we released a bundle patch VP6 where we had a few enhancements to the product along with many bug fixes. And a couple of major enhancements is we provided SSL communication support for import and export utilities. And we also had an enhancement on the Vericom tool for Veridata. Vericom is nothing but your command line interface tool for Veridata. So Veridata, basically, it's a GUI, right? So the other major enhancement is support has been provided to skip junk data and display skipped data for number type for Oracle database alone, and it will be displayed in the out of sync table. Prior to this version, whenever there is a junk data seen by the Veridata during the comparison job, what happens is like the job gets failed. But this time what will happen is for the number data type and for only the Oracle database as an introduction, so whenever a job runs and if it sees any junk data, it kind of skips the particular row and moves on to the next row. But once after the comparison job is completed, you can see the junk data in the out of sync table. So that helps the customers or users to see where exactly the junk data is, and you can rectify the issue very easily. And few more enhancements are being made in VP7, which is going to get released in next few weeks, like support SSL communication between Veridata server and agent. We had so many enhancements, but we kind of limited this enhancement to VP7. This is because what is next? So what is next, which is going to come for Veridata, right? So from the image itself, you can see it's a cloud. So, like this is the high-level architecture of Oracle GoldenGate Veridata. And currently, we are using Oracle WebLogic as Veridata web server. As you all know, WebLogic is a heavyweight application. Many customers started asking if Veridata is available as a service. So as of now, no. But we are working on top priority to shift this Veridata to cloud, and this will be done at the earliest. As I already mentioned, WebLogic is a heavyweight application, and with this, it would be a bit tedious for us to lift and shift Veridata to cloud. So to achieve this, what we have done is we have completely re-architected the Veridata. And WebLogic is completely replaced by Helidon, and also REST APIs are available. Helidon is a lightweight application, and this helps us to kind of lift and shift Veridata to cloud. So this is not only the change we have done, and there are a lot many more changes and enhancements done to the Veridata. Seeing the roadmap, the next gen Veridata, the next gen Veridata, it's a name actually we have given to that. And like it comes with new modernization user interface. Yes, like we completely redesigned the user interface of Veridata, and which is going to get released this year. We believe all the customers and users will definitely love this new modern user interface, and it is more user friendly. And we have also simplified the installation of Veridata. I know current installation of Veridata is too lengthy, so keeping that in mind, what we did is we kind of simplified the installation process itself. And like we also provided an embedded repository along with the installation of Veridata. You may think like migrate, then how do I migrate my Veridata from existing to the next new Veridata? So that is also very simple. You can use the same export and import utility to migrate your existing Veridata to the new Veridata. You can just export all the configuration files and jobs from the existing Veridata, and you can just import it all the configuration files and jobs to the new Veridata, and just kick off the jobs, and it'll run. And one of the major goal is like we are trying to integrate everything to a single UI. I mean, we are planning to avoid moving back and forth, like some commands some. If you want to, for example, currently, if you want to download the server or agent log files, you need to log into the backend server and download it, right? So, and if you want to create users, assign the roles to them, you need to you need to log into the WebLogic server. So everything is scattered. So what we are planning is integrate everything to one single UI, so that right it will be easy for the users. Moving forward, you can download the server and agent logs from the your Veridata user interface itself, and even you can create users and assign roles from the Veridata user interface itself. And a new colorful job monitoring page with more information is designed in next-gen Veridata, and you can monitor the job progress in real time. So that's one of the major enhancement or a major feature included in next generation Veridata. And once this is released, yeah, many more enhancements will be added to the future releases. For example, you will be able to schedule the jobs from Veridata user interface itself. So no more cron tab to be used. Like I said, many changes are done in next-gen Veridata. Stay tuned for more information. And once again, we thank you for joining the session. I hope everyone enjoyed this day. Thank you very much.